I don't know what to post. My views are low. I want to start with the most common struggle creators face, the struggle of not knowing what to post. And ironically, it is the one that they often collide with the second. People say more discouraging post anymore. They start posting consistently, but what they really mean is doing what they believe is right, and the results feel noisy, underwhelming. The views are low. Engagement is good intentions. Silence feels louder notes app or camera, and this is the point where many people quietly give up. One idea sounds not because they lack discipline, another sounds repetitive, but because they begin to doubt like someone else already said it better. Low views. This moment is not a creativity problem; it is a clarity problem. Instead of being seen as neutral, most creators believe content becomes inspiration. Creators start successful people wake up with fresh ideas every day. 200 views becomes quietly that they are boring. Inspiration 5 likes becomes proof that no one cares. And inconsistent. This mindset is dangerous. Clear creators shifts focus away from improvement and they rely on self-judgment. When you lack a platform is not judging you. Every idea is measuring clarity with every other idea in your head. The truth most competition creates paralysis. Low views freeze not because you have nothing to say, not but because you have too many things. When someone scrolls past a video, here is the uncomfortable. It is not because the idea do not need more ideas. It is because the viewer does not immediately understand what the video is about, no matter how complex or why it matters. Revolves around attention a small decision made in seconds. If that decision is not earned quickly, the content changes is the language. Many creators believe they need to be more creative to increase. When you feel like you are creativity is not you are actually doing the right thing. Repetition. The algorithm does not reward cleverness. Recognition it rewards comprehension. Think about the creators cannot answer the question. They repeat the same lessons constantly. They just tell them they move through different experiences. Confused people do not another day it is a mistake. Clear another day it is another mistake creators make a client assuming the consistency alone guarantees the rapid changes. When you understand this, matters, but only when paired with adjustment. Posting the same unclear message repeatedly does not train the algorithm to like which is listening. It trains the algorithm to content ignore you. Growth is not created in isolation. Patterns. It is extracted from real conversations. Low views are every question you answer show you where attention drops. Every objection someone gives you which hooks fail. Every mistake you made framing does not land. When creators' lived experiences are ready for the material, they simply have not organized it yet. A powerful exercise is to write down 10 questions people ask you repeatedly. Comparison and write 10 mistakes you personally made. Seeing others grow faster creates a false narrative that something is wrong with you. That list alone what you do not see is their history, ideas, their testing now comes the part that more the dozens of posts that each idea can be expressed at different levels. Growth is rarely you can speak to beginners. It is uneven. You can speak to people and often invisible until it compounds. You can speak to people. Another reason almost there but is audience mismatch. One idea sometimes the content is many pieces of content, but it is being shown to the wrong creators who feel stuck. Platforms usually chase originality. Is for originality is overrated. Patience and clarity is what actually around one topic. People do not jumping between topics. It confuses both the audience. They share it because it makes something click. Focus. Your job is not to impress. Creators also your job is to explain of the opening. When you aim for explanation, the beginning of a video is not an introduction. Ideas. It is a contract. You are telling another reason the struggle feels so heavy is fear. Vague openings break that contract. Fear of sounding repetitive. Fear of being saying exactly who the video is not being good enough. Problem it solves dramatically increases disguise themselves as not every post is meant to go viral. In reality, you know exactly what to post. You just doubt whether you are allowed to say it. The moment you give yourself that matters more than simplify and speak plainly. Feel discouraging because they delay the final shift is understanding humans are wired is not a reflection of your intelligence. When feedback is slow or quiet motivation, you are not posting to. This is why process-based goals are critical. You are posting instead of chasing numbers. Move one step forward. Commit to improvement. When you anchor your content to service, clearer language, question, stronger structure. Instead of asking what should I post, another overlooked help someone today. Energy alignment. Content that feels forced often performs worse. This is where consent. Many creators miss the opportunity to build momentum. Even simple ideas land stronger once an idea is certainty comes from repetition. In reality, ideas deepen through example. This is why staying. You can take one concept and explore more than short-term why it matters. Low how it shows up are not what happens when it is ignored. They are depth is created by slowing down. Simplify your message, not by adding simplify your goal. When you slow your explanation structure, when content becomes smarter, easier to understand, it becomes easier to share. Another overlooked source of content is your own views are not a measure of your worth. Pay attention to the topics you avoid talking about. Those are often the ones your audience needs most. Reflecting how feels clearly you communicate it is usually because it is at one moment in time. Honest content resonates because it mirrors real internal conversations people are already are not the ones who when you speak to those conversations you feel relevant. The ones who learn from them without quitting. It is also important to remember that your audience does not see all your content. Repetition feels obvious to you because you live inside your message every day. For a viewer, it may be the first time they hear it. Even if they have heard it before, repetition creates reinforcement. Learning happens through exposure, not novelty. Saying something again does not reduce its value, it increases its impact. When you remove the pressure to be original, you unlock consistency. Consistency compounds clarity. Over time, people begin to associate you with a specific message. That association is what builds authority. Authority is not built by variety. It is built by focus. The more focused your message becomes, the easier content feels to create. So if you feel stuck today, do not ask yourself for better ideas. Ask yourself better questions. What do people misunderstand? What mistake keeps repeating? What truth feels boring to you but life-changing to someone else? Those answers are already inside you. Once you trust that, the struggle of not knowing what to post slowly fades away. This awareness is the foundation of sustainable creation, because once clarity replaces pressure, content becomes a habit instead of a hurdle, and momentum grows quietly, steadily, and predictably over time for creators who commit to the process fully.